Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of my reworking series where we take a look at a character and try to go through changes that make them more fun, more balanced, a bit better designed, or we give them new abilities slash passives. The character that we're going to be tackling today is going to be Cream the Rabbit.
Please be cute, dear.
We're going to do some fun ideas making her survivability a bit better while also keeping her healing in check to ensure she doesn't become too overtuned. I want to make Cream a little bit more interactive while still giving her more options to help the team, even if she's not right next to the survivor. Anyways, if you guys like any of the ideas that will be mentioned here, then make sure to like, subscribe, and if you have any ideas for a character that you'd like to be reworked, then make sure to drop it in the comments, and let's get started with this. Cream is the only healer in the game currently, apart from Amy if she has the sun. Cream's healing is very good, healing 10 HP per second when she has Cheese by her side, and 5 HP per second when Cheese is dead, with the cooldown not being as long, and being able to hinder an executioner's progress in less than 10 seconds, EXEs almost always end up targeting Cream. With Cream not having any sort of survivability except from the dash, which at most only buys her maybe 2 to 3 more seconds before the EXE catches up again, she almost always dies instantly in chase. Cream also has her glide, but this is very map dependent, as the glide can be very good in maps like Mystic Cave, but then turns kind of useless in maps like Hill Gym. So, to start this off, let's get into the passives first. Cream will gain a new passive. She can now see the location of players under 50 HP. This will help her with the new ability she will gain that you will all see later on. For her second passive, if Cream has her Chow, she will gain a 0.5 speed boost, letting her move just a little bit quicker. Cream's glide, I'm not going to change it because it is very map dependent and it is one of Cream's only way of helping her with survivability, so I would rather just not touch this passive. That would be it for the passives, so now we can get into Cream's abilities. The first ability that we're going to tackle is going to be the heal. Cream's basic heal will have her cooldown increase from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. If it is used to self-heal, then the cooldown will instead increase to 25 seconds. Cream will still heal 10 HP per second if she has Cheese by her side, and 5 HP per second if not. The reason that I gave Cream this nerf is to make sure that she has a downside to prevent her from being too overtuned due to the third ability she's gonna receive. For Cream's second ability, her dash. Cream's dash will not receive many changes except some slight buffs. This is to compensate for her healing effectiveness being decreased and helping her with her survivability, which is the main thing she struggles with. In the topic of survivability, let's get into her dash. Cream will now take 5 damage when she hits an executioner with the dash, but she now slows down the EXE for 1.5 seconds in exchange. She will keep the speed boost, which lets her survive a little bit longer until a teammate arrives or to just stall for her life a little bit longer. These will be all the buffs for the dash. While they are minor, I decided to make her slow down the EXE instead of a stun because every character has a stun and there would be no reason for Cream to stun. It just makes no sense. Now, we can finally talk about the third ability that I have been mentioning since the start of the video. This ability will be called Send Cheese. And thank you to Cream the Rabbit 2501 for giving me the concept to this idea, as I found it very interesting and really liked it, so I hope you guys do too. I did change a couple of things, but it is still basically the same idea. So without wasting any more time, let's just get straight into it. The way this ability will work is that Cream, upon activation, can select a teammate to send Cheese by tapping or clicking their HP bar when they are under 50% HP. Cream will then whistle as Cheese will fly towards the selected ally. Once Cheese reaches them, a sound cue will play. The EXE will be able to hear it as well. When Cheese arrives to the chosen teammate, both Cream and the ally will be highlighted, but only they can see each other. The ally Cheese is with will receive passive healing up to 75% of their health, healing 1 HP every 2 seconds. Cheese will then return to Cream when she is 15 meters near the ally, and if the survivor who is currently with Cheese enters a chase, then Cheese will no longer heal and will die as well if the survivor ends up falling below 30% HP. If Cream were to die while a survivor currently has Cheese, then Cheese will heal the survivor he is with 1 HP every 3 seconds instead of 2. The passive healing will stop if the survivor gets into a chase though. This is to prevent the survivor from stalling for too long. Cheese will also tank a final blow for the survivor, but you will not gain a speed boost when you're hit. The cooldown of this ability will be 35 seconds. I personally believe that with this ability, Cream can now be more useful, helping teammates from further range while also keeping her healing in check and not making it too overtuned. This can help Cream play a little bit safer so she doesn't get into chase immediately, while also giving her the risk of losing Cheese if a teammate gets into a chase. I was also thinking of giving her the downside of Cheese being able to die if the executioner finds him while flying towards a teammate she has sent into if he M1s him. But I feel like this would overall make this ability way worse and probably less worth it to use, so I decided to not do that idea. But I'll leave you guys up in the comments to tell me if you guys think this is a good idea or not. Now, for the LMS, I think that the LMS is fine and I don't think it needs any changes. Being able to heal a little bit while you're getting chased, while also the dodge gets a smaller cooldown and you also get some free dodges to dodge some hits. I think it's fair because Cream doesn't have any form of defending herself, so I feel like that could be left that way. But if you guys have any ideas for the LMSs, then please do let me know. With that being said, that would be it for this Cream rework. I'd say this is probably on the harder side of the survivors to balance due to her kit being a support, and unfortunately supports will get targeted no matter what, but I didn't want to just make her a heal bot because then that would just make her unfair. Anyways, I hope you guys like these ideas. I was aiming to make Cream a character that has a bit better self-defense while also being able to help teammates from afar, letting her play a little bit more safe so she doesn't get instantly totaled out of the match. The next two characters that I'm deciding on are either Tails or Metal. I will be making a YouTube poll on the community tab shortly after this video goes live. Whichever one of the two gets the highest votes will be the next one, so make sure you leave your ideas in that community tab. I will be picking one that I like the most. And yeah, that would be it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to talk with me and stuff, then make sure you join the Discord. It will be in the link in my bio. Yeah, see you guys. Peace.